Dear ones, today we are talking about coronavirus, a invisible creature which is attacking on the existence of the human race. Man is terrified. He was not so terrified during the world wars all over the world. Man is under pressure. Its race is in danger. What is coronavirus? It may be defined by medicine, makers. It may be defined by biologists. It may be defined by scientists. I am not a scientist. I am not a biologist. I am a thinker, thinking on cosmos, thinking on balance of this cosmos, accepting a man, a part of this whole cosmos, who lives in this cosmos, and cosmos expects that he will live and adjust himself in the cosmos. He will adjust himself in the earth. He will adjust himself with the other creatures, other plants, other minute creatures, other invisible creatures, other big animals, till he will able to adjust themselves and accept their existence. There will be no attack of any violence. There will be no attack of any natural phenomenon. There will be no attack of virus. I should explain more. Perhaps there is a balance in this cosmos. There is a balance on this earth. The balance of plants, balance of creatures, balance of animals, balance of minute creatures, balance of insects, balance of bacteria, balance of germs. There is a balance of other short animals. There is a balance of big animals. There is a balance of other creatures. And the earth keep those creatures according to that balance. There must not be overcrowded. Suppose there are no cats, then mouses and rats. will be overcrowded on the earth, and they will able to increase the diseases. They will able to eat everything on the earth. Therefore, the great cosmos, the great natural phenomena make the balance. And every short living beings is the food of big living beings. But short living beings race is not finished by big living beings, because every short living beings is saved by natural laws, natural phenomena, and their existence is also beneficial to as a whole. Other example also we can take. If there is a whole big animals, no short animals, no plants, then there will be no food. And there will be no food. Existence of big animals finished. It is a chain of food. This chain of food is only visible chain. Researches on visible chain has been made. Researches on visible chain have been made by scientists. But invisible chain has not been wholly detected by scientists. We don't know what bacteria will save the earth. We don't know which bacteria eats the virus. We don't know which bacteria eats the germs. We have not scrutinized everything. We have not done researches in this field. Therefore, this chain is also required to be detected. This chain is also making balance on the earth for the existence of living beings on the earth. I hope in the future this chain also be detected. This chain also be found out. Now we come to the point. Our point is coronavirus, the disease which has attacked on the earth. The reason is there. The reason is that we have destroyed these chains by excess violence on the earth. We violently killed the big animals. We violently killed the short animals. We violently murdered the plants. We violently killed the invisible creatures also by throwing the chemicals on the earth in the form of insecticide, pesticides, and other things, other chemical things are also thrown in water, on the earth. Everywhere we are polluting whole the earth and we are destroying these chains. This destruction creates the imbalance, and this imbalance is resulted into the virus, into the germs, into the harmful bacteria and which attacked on the man. It is scientific theory. It is a scientific principle which science propagates. But one thing I also suppose, these scientific principles are only under experiments. We have not experimented what effect of the pains, what effects of the pleasures, what effect of the sads, what effect of the violence, and what effect of the non-violence on our atmosphere, in the cosmos. These effects have not been searched out. Effect of these psychological phenomena is not a psychological effect. At a whole, this cosmos is one organic system, and in which every pleasures, pains cast their effects, and a total of this pleasures and pains may be called that violence and non-violence. Non-violence is the collection of pleasures and pains. Violence is the collection. Non-violence is the collection of pains and sorrows, and non-violence is the collection of pleasures and happiness. Non-violence is the collection of pleasures and happiness. Thus, we are only the creator of excess violence. We are the creator of lowering the non-violence on the earth. And what is the balance in the earth? That is the balance of equality between the violence and non-violence. And when this balance is broken out, this system on the earth of living beings and non-living beings is also broken out. And that is seen in the form of various diseases and destructions. I can explain again on the matter. I explain again on the matter that the man is over vehemently using the violence, and he is attacking on everything, every existence on earth. And it is the general principle. When a person who is a powerful one and he is attacking every man surrounding himself without selection, without anything, selecting who is my enemy or who is my friend. He is attacking everybody. He is attacking everybody. What will be the retaliation? All the persons on whom he is attacking will collect it in a strength and they will fight against him. Even they will finish him. It is the system. It is the principle. Now the man is overcrowded. Man is the most powerful animal with intelligence. And he is attacking on the earth. He is attacking on the living beings. He is attacking on the non-living beings. He is attacking on the plants. He is attacking on the animals. He is attacking on the short creatures. He is attacking on minute creatures. And this attack creates the reaction. He is eating those things which are not according to natural principles. He is consuming those things which are against the natural principles. Thus, he is destroying the balance in the nature that is known as ecological balance. He is destroying the balance that is known as ecological balance, as the scientist says. But there is also required research. Only ecological balance is not required. And ecological balance, when it becomes imbalance, is not only to disturb these creatures and human beings on the earth. There is also balance. That is the balance. That is psychological balance. That is a balance of pains. That is the balance of pleasures. That is the balance of pains and pleasures that may be called the psychological balance. It is a psychological balance. It is a balance of sensitivities. It is a balance of rage of attacking on the environment, rage of peace, rage of happiness. If you are always violent, if the man is always violent against every creature of the earth, then all creatures, all animals, all cosmos will attack against him in the form of virus, in the form of bacteria, in the form of disease. And these diseases are not the result of only the physical violence. These diseases are the result of mental violence also. This violence and non-violence should be balanced. If that balance is created, the illness, disease will be destroyed, finished. Therefore, prevention of this corona attack is principally or theoretically is that man is overcrowded on earth. He is attacking without selection on every creatures and plants and animals on the earth. If that attack is shortened, if that attack decreased, the cosmos will be happy. The cosmos will not react. God will not react. Earth will not react. Nature will not react. And this disease shall be controlled. Therefore, in my view and in my imagination, the only prevention is that for a time being, man should stop his attack on the earth. He should confine himself in his houses, He should confine himself in his fields. Those persons who are living in cities, in crowded areas, they should come back into the villages for time being. They should disperse from the crowd. And a long time, we should also control our population. We should also control increasing of our population. Secondly, we must mentally non-violent. We should sit, meditate and pray to the cosmos that for time being we have surrendered ourselves. We accept our defeats. We don't want to kill any animal. We don't want to destroy any insects. We don't want to disturb any germs and bacteria. We are sitting silently and peacefully, and we accept our defeat. We should sit in our houses. We should pray to the nature, to the God, that we are mentally non-violent and we are not physically violent. We are not eating meats. We are not killing the animals. Secondly, our bodily balance has also been destroyed due to our actions, due to our overcrowdedness, due to our non-violent attitudes towards the earth. Therefore, for a time being, we should also balance our body. We should do exercise. We should do pranayama. We should do other things for purifying our body or mind also. We should do meditation for a month. We should also do other worshipping during this period. And we should sit silently, accepting our defeat against this attack of the nature cosmos. This attack will be ended itself. Nature shall pacify. Nature will be in peace. And we shall be able to prevent ourselves from the coronavirus. Though my imaginations may not be a scientific one, but my imagination may be a non-scientific, but my imaginations are required to be experimented today. And it is the only way at a time that we cannot do anything, because you have no medicine to fight against the coronavirus today. Because we have no vaccine today to kill the coronavirus today. In the future also, if you don't control your population, if you don't control attacking on the nature, if you don't control doing violence, the nature will react and you cannot be able to save your race. Like the dinosaur. Dinosaur was the most powerful animal on this earth. He ruled over many years on the earth. But his attack was retaliated by nature and he was finished. Therefore, we are now the most powerful animals of this earth with intelligence. If we will use our intelligence like dinosaurs, If we will use our power like dinosaurs, we will be also retaliated and our race will be finished. Thank you to you hearing me. Perhaps the world border on my imaginations. Perhaps world considered on my imaginations, and the new researches will be able to find out something in these imaginations. I pray to the nature. I pray to the cosmos. I pray to the God that the God will be able, will be able to protect this race of human being by at this time. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.